Hello everyone, my name is Thomas Vandervliet, and in today's news segment I will be covering lakes and ponds. First off, I would like to say that lakes and ponds are different in many ways. Some are large, some are small, some are shallow, some are deep. Their location is also different because lakes and ponds are scattered everywhere throughout the earth. But there is one thing that can relate all lakes and ponds together, and that is the 4 zones they are divided into. Lakes and ponds are divided up into 4 zones: the littoral zone, the limnetic zone, the profundal zone, and the benthic zone. The littoral zone is the shallow area near the shore consisting of soil and water where light is able to penetrate. Algae and emergent plants are able to grow here because of the light. This zone is often home to small crustaceans, small fish, and small amphibians, which is why certain birds can be seen feeding here. The next zone is the limnetic zone, which consists of open water. No rooted plants can live here. Phytoplankton is the only photosynthetic organism that can survive here. In this area is where most fish are because they are able to swim freely. This zone extends to as far as light can penetrate. The third zone is the profundal zone. This zone is the zone just above the bottom, where no light can penetrate and producers cannot survive. The final zone is the benthic zone, which is the muddy bottom of all lakes or ponds.
We will now cover the excitement associated with temperate rainforests. Temperate rainforests are found on the west coast of North and South America, and scattered amongst Africa, Asia, and Europe. I will cover the most relatable section to us, which would be right along Washington and Canada. In the temperate rainforest, the weather is mild, it never reaches freezing, and it never gets overbearingly hot. There are wet and dry seasons, however. This kind of explains itself. There are instances where the weather is dry, but the fog amounts for the necessary moisture, and other seasons where the rain provides the moisture. Yet there are not many storms in the rainforest. Next point of discussion is a distinguishable soil in the temperate rainforest. The soil is dark and damp. It is much richer than that of a tropical rainforest due to the fact that the tropical rainforests are much more diverse and have plants that extend their roots, consequently harming the soils. Temperate rainforests also have nurse logs, which when they fall to the ground and decompose, they enrich the soil. The temperate rainforests have a somewhat diverse community. This community includes mountain lions, elks, and others such as the Pacific tree frog. Most notable to the environment is the American black bear, and it is able to thrive in the temperate rainforest due to its ability to adapt so easily. Therefore, the temperate rainforest biome is of great diversity and so far of great success.
Thanks for your report, Luke. For my part, I will be discussing the deep ocean biome. I will first show a few clips taken by people just like you and me of the dangers of this biome. I urge you that if you have a weak stomach, you should exit the room now. These videos are graphic and are 100% real. Sharktopus, 2010. Dino Shark, 2010.
We're gonna throw bombs into the tornadoes.
It's too dangerous.
Too many of them! We're gonna need a bigger chopper!
Claudia, move!
Sharknado, 2013.
Fatone has just been eaten by a shark.
Grab as much as you can carry. Let's do this.
Jersey Shore Shark Attack, 2012. My fellow classmates, these scenes are by no means pleasant. I bring you these events to show the level of danger that the ocean contains, and what kind of threat they may be able to pose in the future. The open ocean is home to some of the most sophisticated and dangerous creatures in the world that man himself may never be able to rival. And like Sharknado, this danger is very possible to affect everyone at their front doorstep. The scariest part of this is that the ocean covers about 70% of the globe, and that it has never been fully discovered. The vicious weather patterns in the ocean that the Earth has adopted through global warming have caused hurricanes and tropical storms to be stronger than ever. The amount of warm water that fuels these hurricanes is increasing, and in turn, more precipitation and warm air cools to power this gigantic force of nature. There's no telling how bad these hurricanes may get if water temperatures continue to increase, and whether or not they may one day be able to mutate sharks or carry them onto land. This photo shows hurricane patterns as they hit the eastern coast of the United States. Notice how they begin to lose power as soon as they get farther north to colder waters. The soil of the ocean floor has been created by ooze, which is generally remains of species. There is siliceous ooze that is made up of shells of plankton, and there is also calcareous ooze that comes from the shells of pteropods. Lastly, there is sediment and red clay that make up a large part of the ocean floor. Notice in this picture how the ocean floor is occupied greatly by calcareous ooze, and second to it would be the red clay that covers about 38% and comes from quartz, clay minerals, and also micrometeorites that fall from outer space. Some species that could be found in the ocean are sharks, stingrays, turtles, whales, plankton, and several types of crustacean. There are many other species that have yet to be discovered in the ocean, which is what shrouds the biome in mystery as to what actually lies in the deep abyss.